look at those roots. Everything just looks rubbish. Do I look stupid? I'll leave it like this for now. Also, oh, you actually can't see it. Whilst my eyeliner was waiting to dry, I blinked. Oh, you can sort of see it, and it's all black. And I tried to remove it, and then it also, but it just removed the eyeshadow, and it didn't actually remove the liner. So I put glitter around it, but I actually think I've made it worse. Oh, I just can't be able to redo it. I'd already spent so long doing it. Hello and welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well. Today I thought I'd talk about all the palettes that I have. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna start with all my Huda Beauty palettes. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have 5 palettes. So I've got the little, when they stack they're all magnetic. I've got the pink one. So let's start off with this one. So this is the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions palette, and it just looks like that. I actually use the yellow on my eye. I bought this one in Prague in Sephora to add to my collection because I want to get them all. They're quite expensive, but I think they're really worth it. They're really pigmented. Shimmers are really great. This is usually my new go-to, along with this palette actually. This is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, the remastered one. It's very, very dirty. Yeah, so these are my, if I'm going to do a nude look or go-to pink look, I'll use these two. And I'll also dip into the Ruby Obsessions palette. I feel like they don't look that used, but I really do use them when I go to for work. I'll dip into these 3. Then I've also got the Sapphire Obsessions palette. This I've literally used like once or twice. They're really lovely colours, I'm just too scared to use them. And then we've got the Amethyst Obsessions palette, which I've used some of the shimmers. Well, there's only 3 mattes, so the rest of them are shimmers. But yeah, it's really pretty. I just should use them more. I really recommend them. But they are quite expensive. I think, actually let me get my laptop. The Obsessions palettes are £25. The Rose Gold Remastered palette, I think it's 49 or like 48. Oh, it's 56. It's quite a lot of money. I think they're worth the money. These will last me a really long time. And the pigment's great and they blend out really well. I highly recommend them. Next up, I'm going to talk about all my Tarte palettes. I don't actually have that many, 3. Tarte, I think I'm going to say that it is my favourite makeup brand. When ordering from them, I have to do a bulk order because you can get them on QVC, but you can only get a limited amount of stuff on there, and they come as like sets. And sometimes I just don't want to keep buying the same palette and getting the same brush with it. So if you are going to order from Tarte, if you are going to order from Tarte because it comes from America, you have to pay for custom fees once you've also paid delivery. So if you're just ordering like a lipstick, it's probably not worth it. So I haven't ordered them for a long time actually, just because they are really expensive. They're a high-end brand, vegan, they're cruelty-free, and their products smell amazing. They blend so effortlessly. I think their products are amazing. I use their mascara. I've got a contour palette which I'm using. I've got a highlight palette. I've got an eyeshadow palette. I've had lipsticks. I've got mascaras from them. I really want to try their foundation and concealers. But you know, ordering the wrong shade and then having to send it back is just a bit of a faff, so that's why I've never done it. I really also want to try their fake eyelashes as well. Oh, and I have a liner. Do I have a liner? No, I don't. No, I don't. But I do want to try their fake eyelashes because they are so pretty. Oh, and their skincare is actually really good as well. So I would have it all if I could. I just think they're such a great brand. So first we have the very battered. This is the Tarte in the Bloom palette. This is an OG. This is a cult favourite. It got smashed. My dad dropped something on it, which meant that the mirror smashed. And just to prove that this is my favourite palette, I've literally hit pan on completely on 2 of the shades, and then 3 or 4 of them I'm getting there. I don't want to use it. Every time I use it I feel like I've got glass in my eye or something, but I keep it just to remind me to buy another one. I think oh, and they smell like white chocolate, but like, oh, it's just so good. Like I actually just can't fault this brand. So on QVC it's £36, and on Tarte's website it's £38 if you're going to order it. I think you can also get some Tarte stuff on Amazon, but the prices is a lot more expensive. So I think this is like, I don't know, 40 or 50 quid on Amazon. It's just so you'd get it instantly, or you know, with whatever delivery options it has. So it's in the UK, but it's just a lot more expensive. But the shimmers, so I think it was, yeah, Smarty Pants. There's nothing left. Smarty Pants and Funny Girl were like 2 like white gold shimmers, like fairly similar. Obviously they're my favourite because I've completely hit pan on them. They're gorgeous colours. I swatch it, but this palette is so dirty. I really don't want to. I really want to rebuy this because it was my first, I think this was my first high-end palette I ever bought. A good feet. I've had it for a good, like, when was I 17? 4 years ago. 4 years ago? Yeah, 4 years ago. I love it. That's all I can say. I'll start repeating myself. It's brilliant. And then this is the Tarte Skin Twinkle Volume 2 Lighting Palette. This also smells amazing, and I've also hit pan on all of them as well, except from the dark one, which I actually use as an eyeshadow. Obviously this is a highlighter palette, so I've tried to use them, but they're just a bit dead and a bit hard to get to. But yeah, so I used this other one as an eyeshadow. Again, it smells amazing. It's got a great mirror on it. I think this, the Tarte Skin Twinkle Volume 2 palette is £37 on the Tarte website, but I think you can get it on QVC. I think it's £36, and I think you get the fan brush, like the highlighter brush with it, because that's what I got, and I think it was cheaper than actually buying it from Tarte. So if you're going to do that, I'd check QVC out first, because they do some better deals, because you can get like the Shape Tape Concealer, and you get it with the what's it called, with the sponge beauty blender. QVC do some really good deals, so go to QVC first before, if you're going to do a Tarte order, and then go to Tarte and get the stuff that you can't get, because QVC literally do like a handful of stuff, which is really frustrating because there's some things on there that I really wanted but couldn't get. And then next up I've got the Park AVE Princess palette by Tarte. It's quite it's a chunky palette. It's great though. It's a sculpting Park AVE Princess Chisle palette, and it looks like that. Again, it smells amazing. It smells like white chocolate. So I used this one, which is Carrot, to contour with, and then at the moment I'm using Princess Cut to bronze, but when I had a tan I was using Angle, and then I just don't really use Crown because that's just far too dark for me. Maybe I could use it as like an eyeshadow, but I've not tried that. I've just not used it. And then the two highlighting, but they're just powders. They're not shimmer or anything. But yeah, it's amazing. I think this is quite expensive. Why can't I find it? This wasn't limited edition, was it? Why is it saying £10? Sorry, this product is not available. Can you not get it anymore? It's on eBay for £35. Oh shit. I really like it. So let's try Sephora Australia. Brilliant. It says $69. Okay, well, eBay do it for £35, but I wouldn't buy it off eBay. I'm gonna say you can't get it anymore then, because I can't find it on the Tarte's website. I got this in my advent calendar glossy box that I got, like paper that I bought. So I didn't actually buy this. Well, I did, but I got it. Like, I didn't actually buy it from store. Next, I'm going to talk about this Colorpop. This was white. I think I got this around the same time I got my Tarte palettes. The In the Bloom one. And this is the Colorpop Cute AF palette. This is old packaging as well, because it's got that on the back, which now the names are underneath. Look at that. If this isn't a well-loved palette, I don't know what is. I really recommend Colorpop. I'm annoyed you can't get it in the UK. If you want Colorpop stuff, you have to do it online, again, bulk order. So I got like this. I got the concealer, I got some highlighters. So it's worth paying custom fees. I don't think it's worth paying like 11 quid for just like one thing. And Colourpop's really cheap. You just can't get it in the UK. Like, it comes from LA. But when it turns up, the box is always nice, comes with really nice packaging. It's all really cheap. I think this is like £12 or something. Next, I've got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. I actually bought this in TK Maxx. It was in an actual box, so it was in pristine condition. I don't really like it, to be honest. I only bought it because I wanted the yellow and blue colours. I like the shimmers. This one's really cool. I don't know if you can really see. It's a bit brown because of the brown shade, because of that one. But when you literally need the tiniest amount, you dab it on and like it reflects like yellowy green. It's actually really pretty. And then Cube. That one there. Oh, you can't see it. It's like a white. It's like a white shimmer, but it reflects pink in it. That's also really pretty. Dawn is a good crease shade. That Colour Fudge, I do not like it. It just does not blend, or when you do blend it, it just disappears. It doesn't blend out properly with other colours. Axis is really nice. I think they're just very hit and miss. And Adorn, the other shimmer, is just so, it's really pretty, but it just like I don't know, maybe I'm just not used to it with the right colours, but I just think it looks really heavy and just looks a bit of a mess. It's probably me. Yeah, so I think I need to play about a bit more with it, but yeah, some of the colours are very hit and miss. But yeah, I got this in TK Maxx. I think I paid like 25 quid, and I think they're about 40, 38, 40, not really sure. Next, I've got the Urban Decay Naked Palette, the OG. Actually, oh, the brush has fallen out. I think this might actually be the first, but I think I got this before I got the In the Bloom palette. I got this before I got the In the Bloom palette. I got this when I was 16? 16? It's like 5 years ago. But yeah, they don't do this anymore. They do the new remastered palette. Not really sure about that though. But yeah, I really like it. I don't reach for it at all. Maybe sometimes, but maybe on the occasion when I want something different. There's only 3 matte shades in it. I don't really think much of the matte shades. Not sure how the new ones are like the Naked Heat palette. I don't really reckon much on Urban Decay's eyeshadows. I think you can spend your money on like the same amount of money on a much better palette. Urban Decay, I think, are better for their base products. But yeah, I'm glad I have it. I'm glad that I've used it. And I'm glad I've still got it. But I wouldn't repurchase, I wouldn't buy any of their other palettes. Next, I hate this palette. I don't really know why I still have it. I think I just, every time I go to use it, I hope it's going to be better. And it just doesn't get better. This is the MORPHE 35p palette. I love the colours, that's why I bought it, because I wanted a purple palette. I've had this for a couple of years now. MORPHE eyeshadow palettes, so, you know, the right prices. I don't know if it's me, I just can't, they just don't work. I just don't get on with them. I don't know how to use them properly, or whether I'm not using the right base, or what it is, but they just, you put the colour down and then you blend it and it disappears. I don't know, is that me? Is that me not using it properly? I don't know. So, but I really like these colours. I might try and, I'm going to use it again, because I've not used it in like a couple of years, and maybe, maybe I might know what I'm doing now. Now I've got some different products. Maybe I've got, you know, the base, these work, maybe these might work properly on top of a different base. Maybe we'll do that. I can't remember how much I paid for it. Morphe's website, it's 16. On Cult Beauty and Selfridges, it's 24. Next up, I've got the NYX Ultimate palette in warm neutrals. I think this is what I got on the, I got this in my Glossy Box advent calendar as well. I think the £15. I think it's a great palette. I think it's fairly, I think it's fairly similar to my Huda Beauty one, because this colour, I don't think it looks it, but it's pretty much the same as, hang on. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. This one's a little bit like more orangey, I don't know. It's just a bit brighter. So, but they're pretty much the same. I really like this. The shimmers are really nice. It's like a sheeny shimmer. I use this for like a solid month. I think they're great colours, and I think it's worth for 15 quid. They do the ultimate, is it Vivid Brights? Or the Brights palette? That, I think, would be worth it. I wouldn't have bought this because I have this, and that Colorpop palette has also got some of the same colours in it. So as an option, I wouldn't have bought it, but it's nice that I have it. I don't hate it, but I've just got palettes that are similar. Next up, I've got Sleek. They're actually highlighter palettes, and they're actually two of the same. So I don't know why I've got two. Actually, no, I did. I bought one. So it's the Summer Solstice. Oh no, highlighter palette in Solstice. So I bought it, and obviously it's well used. So it's like a yellow, purple, orange, and then the cream one's up here, and then the brush came in here. I don't know, you can see it. So the cream, yellow, orange, and purple highlighter. So it's great if you're doing a look, or you know, you want a bit of colour to your highlight. I've got a Becca highlight on at the moment. Yeah, I use this palette when I use the yellow one. It's quite chunky, I find it. I find the more expensive highlighters, like the Tarte palette and this Becca highlight, they blend a lot more seamlessly into the skin. These are quite chunky, and it does, like, they do show texture, but I use these when I go to work, and I don't want to keep using my high-end highlighters. But yeah, so I think this is really good value for money. Oh, it's actually £9.99. If you want colour highlighter, I think it's probably a good dupe for... Tipper just texted me, it's come through my laptop. I think I've not tried it, but the Anastasia palette that's got the different colour highlighters, I'm assuming that would be a good dupe for that. But yeah, the pigmentation is really great, but I probably wouldn't go out and buy it again. That I've got to. Once I've gone through them, I wouldn't buy it again. But it's great, and I've had it and I've used it, if that makes sense. And then I've got the Sleek Vintage Romance palette, which I also got in a Glossy Box. I feel like I had a palette before, maybe I got rid of it. I had another one of these. I think I got rid of it. Oh, look, I'm filming on my phone because I do actually have a camera. I have everything. And a tripod, and I have everything. But I don't have the cable to connect don't have, there's no card readers, like an SD card reader slot in the laptop, so I don't have a cable to connect that to a card reader machine to put my SD card in to get the footage off. So I'm filming on my phone until I can afford to buy a cable, because I'm broke. Yeah, so I got, this is quite nice. I haven't really used it. They're all, you can't really see, but they're all shimmers, except from that. So they've all got all their mats with like glitter in. It's quite nice. I wouldn't buy it. It is. So it's $8.99. It's $8.99 on Funique, but I don't think that's the same one. I don't think they sell this anymore, by the looks of it. Oh wait, hang on. It's $8.99. If you're looking for some shimmers, I don't know. I think you can get a better palette out there. I'm sure someone loves this out there, but I just like my Huda Beauty. I have those Huda Beauty palettes for like the purples and the blues, and I've already got those as well. I personally wouldn't buy this again either. Here I've got this Stila highlighter palette. I actually bought this off ASOS. This is the Shine Bright Heaven's Dew palette. So you've got the colours Northern Lights, Sedona Sunrise and Santorini Sunset. I think they're cream. How to use them. You can't see that at all. They're very oh, you can't see it. I think this palette's rubbish. I wouldn't buy it. I think I wasted like 30 quid on it. They're very sheer. Absolutely not worth its money. I don't like the formula. It's just stuck in my drawer, so it's a bit gross. Yeah, this is rubbish. From the few times that I've tried to use it and tried to make it work, I've just topped it with normal powder highlighter. I wouldn't recommend. I think Stila are just good for their liquid eyeshadows. Okay, so I've got this Revolution palette. Revolution Redemption palette. Mermaids versus Unicorns. That was it. I did get it in a glossy box. So pretty. I actually used this the other day. I used one of the blue. Can't remember which one I used now. When I did that blue eyeshadow look, I used one of these to top it. I think it's really pretty. They're all shimmers, or they're like sheeny or like mattes with glitter in, if that makes sense. I actually really recommend this palette. I don't know if they still do it. Let's have a look. I don't think you can get it anymore. It's coming up with a Glossy Box website and an Amazon website. On eBay for 4 quid. If you can get your hands on this or something similar, or maybe Revolution do an updated version of this, I'm not entirely sure. I really recommend this. I think it's really great. The shimmers are really great. I always use a setting spray with it on the brush, and then I use the pigment. Never used my finger before, but maybe that will have a different outcome too. If you can get your hands on this, I really recommend this. I think it's so great. The pigment's great, the shimmer's great, the colours are really nice. Next, I've got this Star London Velvet Touch palette, which I also got in a glossy box. If you didn't know, I get a monthly glossy box, and depending on the theme, they get palettes. I get palettes in it, so I rarely have to buy a palette. This is the Angel palette. That's it. They did an Angel and a Devil box. I think this was in October, so like Halloween, I guess. And I got the Angel box, and in the Devil box, I think. So this is the palette. Sorry, really pretty, really cute. Not that pigmented. Nice for just a cute eye, like quick, simple eye look. And then in the Devil palette, I think you got a red one of these. But yeah, I'm glad I got it. Yeah, it's nice. Next, I've got a Steve Laurent, however you want to pronounce it, palette. I also got this in a glossy box. Would you believe this is £35? I don't know if it's worth £35. I've not used it yet because I wouldn't really normally use these colours. They kind of give me like YSL vibes, or like MAC. It's a nice palette. I really like the colours. I really like that one too. That's quite nice. And I'm just left with like a few random palettes. These were the first 2 palettes I ever had. This is the La Roque medium palette. It's 88 neutrals. I think it's broken. And it's broken. I'm not even gonna open it. It's this, and there's 88 shades. They're all like, they're tiny, and they're all neutrals. I think the mirror's broke. I'm just not even gonna open it. Yes, I'm not really sure what it is because the thing fell off. But this is full of colour. Yeah, maybe I should use them and have a little tester. Because it looks actually really cool. Maybe I'll give it a go. Maybe we'll have a look. Maybe this might be worth it. I want to say this is a Revolution palette. But this and the La Roque palette were the first two palettes I think I ever had. And then I've got this cream contour palette. I don't know what brand it is. My cousin bought it for me. And like a concealer palette. Oh. And then you've got like colour correcting. Maybe I'll have a go at this. Maybe I'll do a video of trying this cream contour and some other palettes that I haven't used and some other products that I haven't used in a while. And then I've got this other. It's really cool. It's just like, where is it? This is the Essence Live Laugh Celebrate palette. Shut up. It's got 4 colours in it. You can take these out and I think you can swap them. But I got these 4. That looks blue but it's silver. So they probably don't do this anymore, but I have it anyway. Sweet Peach Glow palette. I fucking love this. Oh, I love Too Faced. I love their products. Oh, I've fallen in love with them. I love this brand so much. It still smells amazing. Even though I've had this for 3 years now. I've used it for 3 years. And I mean, you can see I've hit pan. I don't wear blush. Don't like it. Doesn't suit me. This was a highlighter shade. This is the contour. You can see, like, for 3 years use of contour, I wear makeup quite a lot. And for £35, lasts me for 3 years. And it smells, oh, it smells of peach. Oh, it's just so nice. Get it. Go and run and get it. Because that highlighter is so nice. It's slightly gold, like pinky golden, and it like blends into your skin really nicely. And it smells and makes your face smell amazing. Oh, I absolutely love it. Honestly, run to the stores and get this. And that's all my palettes. Oh god. I honestly use about 3 of them. And I'm still collecting. Like, I want a green. I want to get the rest, all of the Obsessions palettes, and finish them off. Finish that collection off. I want to get another purple one, because the Amethyst palette that I've got is quite it's just shimmers. There's only 2 mattes. I want like a proper purple. I want the bright purples and the lilacs. I want it all. So I'm trying to find a purple palette at the moment, and maybe get a green one. But the Obsessions do a green one. I don't know what it's called though. Thank you very much for watching this video, and oh god, I hate that. It looks so horrible. Someone get me an eye cream. Oh. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope I didn't bore you. If I can find links, maybe I'll put all the links down for all the palettes below. Yeah, great. Have a lovely day. Bye.